What's up YouTube, Kronos here, and welcome back to another PSO2 video. So in today's video, it's actually a request video. Had someone request in the comments, making a video sort of about what to do on a daily basis in PSO2, I guess. People start to get a little bit overwhelmed with all the different things to do, and of course, if you're used to playing other MMOs, you think, oh, I should do my dailies, I should take care of weekly quests, so on and so forth. PSO2 is kind of similar in that regard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically just log in. This is not the first time I'm logging in today. I actually logged in earlier because of some issues I was having earlier with having to reinstall the game. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you've gotten to see a couple of screenshots. This morning I sat down to record and yeah, my game wouldn't launch. And it turns out it decided to yeet itself into the stratosphere just directly off my computer. So I had to reinstall, kind of annoying, but we got a really quick internet connection, so it didn't take too terribly long to do. Those of you guys who don't and have had to reinstall, I am so sorry for you. I know it's a turn off, but hey, hang in there, man. New platforms coming soon for PC, so let's hope. And to answer that question, because it does keep popping up, yes, if you do play this game on a different platform, you retain your same save information. You may have to do a bit of configuration stuff when it comes to your UI, possibly, but your character data, all that stuff is account-based, meaning you will still be able to. This character has not gotten 750 hours on the PC version. It was created on the Xbox version originally. So let's go ahead and jump in. Pretty much how I start my game, I just start on my main, log in, start of the day, we get our login rewards. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if you play on multiple ships, your login rewards are account wide. They're not ship specific, I believe. Now, correct me if I'm mistaken. I'm almost positive they are not ship specific. They are account wide. So if you want the rewards on a specific ship, make sure you log into that character first at the start of the day. Even if you're already logged in, if you switch blocks, then you also get the account rewards. So keep that in mind if you're doing something that complicated. Most people aren't, but it's just a nice little thing to have. So log in, I pick up my account rewards. First thing I do, because I sell things, is I check my shop. So gonna check the shop. Now, I checked it again earlier because I do this by habit, but sold some stuff. If you guys remember the units video, the affixing unit video that went up before this one, as you guys can see, I already made my money back on all of those units that I sold. Like literally a good chunk of people bought the exact units. So probably to upslot them or something along those lines. I'm not going to talk about the money making ways off of that. I'm going to leave that to you money making guys. I've also gotten some requests to do money making guides. I'm going to do very basic ones. I don't want to give away everything because part of the money making is that you figured something out that other people aren't doing. So exactly the moment I make a guide about that, it no longer works because everyone starts doing it. I mean, granted, not everyone watches my videos, but it starts getting passed around. People all start doing it, and then it's worth less money. So we'll do some basic stuff, but we're not going to do anything too in depth. Now, let's jump into my normal routine. So first thing I usually do, if you're a leader of an alliance, then I check my mail for people who have applied to the alliance. As you guys can see, since I mentioned the alliance beforehand in a previous video, people have started applying. You're more than welcome to try to apply and join. I'm pretty much accepting everyone. Just keep in mind, like I mentioned beforehand, I'm not going to be organizing a bunch of alliance events or MPAs and things like that. Sometimes people group up in the alliance. Occasionally, if I have an open spot in one of my parties, I'll ask people in the alliance if they want to join and take them along with, little things like that. But this is mostly just for the tree buff. That's what we're here for, just to grab the tree buff. So I log in, I grab my tree buff. Also grab the campaign rewards for the day. Again, remember, these are account-based. There's some character-based ones, but these are account-based. So pick them up on the ship that you want to pick them up on if you play on multiple ships, because you can't pick them up twice. So I grab those. Right now, they're giving out SG tickets every day, so we put those away. We don't need experience tickets, we'll put that away. That can get put away, so kind of limit our inventory, kind of take a quick check around the inventory, toss this casino pass into material storage. And I use the standard slot, or this item slot, I believe, whatever this is called. I don't remember what this slot is actually called. I use this slot, all the things from there go into my default storage, so cool. Keep inventory nice and clean, and move on to our dailies. So dailies really kind of depend on the individual, but this is how I approach mine. I don't know how long this video is actually going to be. It might be kind of short, it might be kind of long, depending upon what my dailies actually are. But one of the benefit of playing premium is you have more slots for client orders. So I use this to my advantage. I actually carry a lot of client orders. So I didn't really do my dailies much yesterday. I just picked them up each day. You get 3 of these a day. So the thing about these daily orders are the ones specifically with these little blue symbols next to them increase your daily boost. Now your daily boost decreases by 5% every 24 hours. But as you can see, you have 3 of these a day that you can do. So it's really easy to maintain if you're holding on to quests. I personally just kept these 2 because I haven't really done much, but we're going to pick up these. And take care of a quest. Now, a little trick, if you actually scroll down past these, like I mean, granted, if you're looking at this for the first time, you've never done these before, you'll see these 3 orders and you'll probably see a bunch of these down here. Now, the nice thing about client orders is they don't go away even after the 24 hours have passed where the daily orders reset or change. If you pick them up before they change, you hold on to them until you complete them. So I personally pick up anything that is suppress 1 enemy that will make me a decent chunk of money, right? This is suppress the single boss 82k. Every week there is a single suppress bar Lodos for 250k. Now this is per character on your account. So if you have multiple characters, you can pick it up on all your characters. And if you're doing weeklies, there'll be a video for that soon. I'll talk about it then too. But if you're doing weeklies, a really quick, easy way to get the clear of 200 Meseta a week is just pick up this quest whenever it pops up during the week, right? So like say I log in and today is the day that Bar Lotus popped up. I'll pick up the quest and then I'll log in all my other characters, pick up the quest as well. I don't have to do it immediately, but I'll pick it up on all those characters. So that way when my weeklies reset, I can just go kill Bar Lotus as long as he's over level 51 and bam, instant clear. So super helpful. The other trick is these circuit explorations. Now, if you were paying attention, you'll see all of these are worth quite a bit to complete and I'm just kind of holding on to them, right? Now today's not as lucky because I actually did it yesterday, but if you're looking at recommended quests, your recommended quests actually are what completes the 3 daily orders. So the 3 daily orders that pop up here, and in this case, it'll be these 3 bottom ones for me. These 3 daily orders will always be completable in this very first recommended quest. Now, the catch, it's an exploration mission. Meaning that if you check these orders every single day and you happen to just come across exploration missions, eventually you're going to get one that needs you to complete this exploration, meaning you're just going to get that extra money on the side. It's pretty easy to do. Just going to pop this. Doesn't matter what block we're really in because we're doing this on our own. And off we go. Now, one trick. This pops up here when you're starting an exploration mission, which is kind of cool. It shows you every quest that you can complete in this exploration mission. Now, it doesn't guarantee that you will get enough enemies. For example, this is defeat 1 big Varder. If you're still looking for experience, 30k experience isn't, it's nothing to shake a stick at. It's pretty useful, right? Not too bad. And we know the monster's gonna be above level 21 because we picked the highest difficulty. So all these here, excuse me, that pop up, super useful. But just take a look at them real quick, see if there's anything worth your time. If you're still trying to get, alliance points for your alliance for the week, I can't get any more, so I'm not really worried about it. You can pick up those too. Now, if you accidentally pass this, don't worry. As long as you're still in the lobby, you can go over to, I believe it's in quest information, yeah? No, client orders, that's it. Orders that can be accepted in the fields of ongoing quests. Gives you the same little thing here, so you can pick up the quest from here too. So, kind of cool. Easy way to take a look at quests, and we're just going to kind of jump right into it. I know I said I'm going to be working on more edited videos, and I do have a plan, a specific video actually, that I have planned that I'm going to be working on today, mind you. But this specific type of video, I kind of wanted to walk you guys through. So I'm just doing this one live. So that shows us something else that pops up, our daily missions. So daily missions, pretty easy to get to. I just pressed escape. I always use shortcuts for these. Okay, that's where they are, I think. Hang on. So I press escape. Is it under mission? No, not mission pass. Arcs missions, that's it. So press escape, go over to quest and arcs missions. I usually use the shortcut, so I don't even remember where half of these things are in the menu. But you can always just check what the button is right here. For me, it's shift. We'll go to the arcs missions. Bam. Simple as that. Now, if you're still working and you're progressing, you're lower level, this main mission, and people ask, dude, what do I do? What do I work on? What should I be focusing on? Literally things are in here. Unless it's specifically story related and you're waiting to do story stuff, if it's in this list, it's more than likely something you should be working on, because eventually it gets to points where it'll tell you, get to level 30, unlock a specific difficulty, get to level 50, so on and so forth. It'll tell you at some point that you need to just level up. So you'll get there. Don't worry about it. Don't rush it. There's plenty of time, guys. That's one thing that people don't understand. Someone who's played for a long time is PSO2 gets easier the further it goes along to level. So as we get more content later, it's just going to get that much easier for you to level up and catch up to everyone else. Right now, if I go to JP and I wanted to level a character from 1 to 75, it would take me about, I would say 5 hours or so, if even that long, just because of the quests that are available. So it's not very difficult to do, and we're going to get more available to us here. So, of course, you want to check out your daily missions. Back to what we're here for. Check out our daily missions. It says we got to do a drink. You have to have a drink, clear a super hard exploration, ARX quest, or limited time quest, complete a single daily order, use a food or boost item, and then of course complete all your daily missions, which is complete these 4. We just used a drink. I personally used a drink to halt my boosters. I just picked PP drink because it helps me get an extra PP here for movement based purposes. And we're also going to pop a booster item. Now we did pause our boosts, so this doesn't actually use the boost. Just gonna pop one here really quick, and it's gonna give us that complete. Bam. We can also use the food item. There are also plenty of food items. You can get some cheap ones. Not really a huge deal. So now the only thing we need to worry about doing is clear a super hard expedition and complete a daily order. So let's jump down and get on with it. So all we're really going to do here, now some people, they look for efficiency when you're doing these. I'm just going to feed you trimates because I really don't need trimates actually with this current build that I'm doing. But if you're looking for efficiency's sake, you're like, I want to get through these as soon as I possibly can. Your goal is going to be, there's always 3 types of quests with dailies. There's kill 20 of the native enemy, which in this case is going to be automatas or mechs. Automata or mechs. It'll be take down a specific type of enemy, which usually those enemies are always going to be in the second block of the area, because these are usually, expeditions are usually 2 blocks. And usually it's going to be a rare enemy that's going to spawn. I guess I say rare in quotes because they're not that rare. So we just got suppress automata, so we killed 20 of those guys. We know these guys here are in the first block. Now there's some exceptions to the rule. Sometimes you can get the enemies in the first block, so it's not like a hard and fast rule. But usually the enemies will spawn in the second block. So at this point, we've killed 20 of the automatas. If we're trying to be efficient, we're just going to move on to the next area. We're not really worried about events. We're not too worried about completing all this stuff. We're going to kill a couple of enemies when we get into the next block just to ensure that we stay at an S rank. But from my experience, just killing the 20 enemies that you need for the kill natives quest is enough to put you at an A rank, which will usually be enough to complete the client orders that you need to complete. Usually it's either clear with an A or an S rank. Now the cool thing about the mission orders, or the ARX missions, is you don't even have to complete them with an A or S rank. So if you're like super high on your oh wait, actually I might have just had 2 automata dailies actually, because there's one for the desert area, so that might have just been the second one that I cleared. But yeah, if you're super high on your daily boost, you really don't need to worry about your daily quests and you're just doing this for the mission quests. You can actually skip enemies completely, run straight to the end. What I've actually recommended for some of my friends, if you have your 50%, because you can stack if you're premium up to 15 of the quests. It'll only stack, 10 usefuls, or 10 uses, because of course 10 times 5 is 50 try boost, and then you've got 5 overlap that in case you you don't feel like working on something that day, you can of course have that set up that way, so it's 5 extra quests. So give you a little bit of a buffer. You don't have to hold on to those quests, which I usually keep it close to or max almost all the time. But if you don't really need those quests, you can just pick up the quest that says, hey, kill, the end boss, right? Like just take down the end boss itself. And completing that will give you, of course you have to complete that to complete the exploration. You don't have to do it at a specific level, so you don't have to get, an S rank or an A rank or anything along those lines. I actually don't remember the rare enemy I have to kill here. I'm pretty sure it's a robot, but we'll find them. I'm mostly just creating some filler for myself right now while I'm talking about these. But anyway, you kill the boss and it gives you a complete for that specific mission. It's 5%, so it maintains your 24-hour time frame. So you can just, of course, turn that quest in or hold on to it until yours drops down. We got a transmiser. And it's super fast to do. You can just completely ignore all the enemies, run through, kill the boss, and then move on. And it gives you your complete for the day. I do that a lot of times with days like on Lodos Day, or is what I call Lodos Day, the bar Lodos, when it pops up. Let's take a look, because we actually did. I'm pretty sure I didn't see that we completed the client order that we needed to complete for something else. So it's, oh, okay, it's Signo Beats. That's not too bad, actually. I'm going to go ahead and look for them specifically, because I do need to get a decent stock of these. So yeah, it's super easy to clear. Nothing too difficult to deal with. We're just going to look for Signo Beats. Actually, I think that's one right here. Yep, there we go. So we completed that daily order. Means we killed the Signo Beats. We got our kills on all of our robots. We're just gonna head over to the boss, and we've killed plenty of enemies. So we should be totally fine with the S rank now. We haven't spent really more than, I don't know, 5, maybe 7 minutes doing this. You can do it substantially faster, to be honest, if you're not running around looking for enemies or trying to explain what you're doing to someone. And we're just gonna go over here to the boss. So yeah, super, super easy, nice and relaxed. Nothing you really have to have other people with you to do. I know some people like to do their dailies in groups because they're not super comfortable with killing the bosses relatively quickly. To be honest, I recommend personally you still do them solo just so you can get comfortable with killing the bosses relatively quickly on your own, because it's just going to make you that much more efficient at the game. If this takes you a little while, I mean, it's not really the end of the world. Your dailies don't have to be fully optimized. Can you open up your stupid laser? Wow, alright, just waste my time, why don't you? He says you don't have to be fully optimized, then he complains about his time being wasted. Yes, open your big stupid face. Oh, come on, dude, seriously? There we, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna kind of playing with fire there because this is not an automate build, so I would have had to have relied on Iron Will Never Give Up, or not Iron Will Stalwart Spirit there, but you know, no biggie. But anyway, killed the boss. It gave us the daily order complete, or completed daily order circuit underground shaft exploration. So break that. We got some rising weapon badges and a unique weapon badge. Dope. Grab this. Grab that. Unidentified. Grab this. Grab anything over level 11. Not that. Level 11 or over, excuse me. And we're good to go. And that pretty much sums up what we're going to do for our dailies. I mean, it's really not a whole lot to deal with. Just a few things. As you can see, we got the S rank. It counts as the enemies killed. Now, it says 100%. It's kind of weird because I would prefer that it give us a number of enemies we killed to find out how many we needed to get the 100%, but it never does. I'm pretty sure it's around 20 to 30. Usually that's how many I've killed in the past. But get a little bit of Meseta. This is our client order, or our collection file. We probably should talk about it in the video one of these days. And then, of course, if you complete a recommended quest, you get a box. Happens once a day. Gave us a unique weapon badge. Dope. And we leave. Now, just one other thing to take a look at. Because, of course, after dailies comes the even more important question, what do I do next? So, like I mentioned beforehand, we have these circuit quests. Well, because one of them was circuit underground shafts exploration, 121k for free. Didn't really have to do too much. We were already doing our daily, so it's just there. We make that money. Now, granted, I'm going to leave this here. Actually, no, I can turn these in specifically because, well, no, I usually stack these up because some of the weeklies can be kind of weird. So you don't have to turn them in if you have the space for it. Oh, we're not turning that in. Where is it? We want to go to weeklies. Okay, so already achieved. Some of the weeklies can be kind of weird. So, for example, what's the daily grind? Complete 15 daily orders. Missions will be added upon completion. And I believe there's another one that is, yeah, complete 10 daily orders. Previously accepted daily orders are not eligible for completion. That's actually kind of annoying. So you have to complete new daily orders. It used to not have this, I believe. Or it might have just been something that they had and it's anecdotal. Anyway, you have quests like these will tell you to do multiples. more or less. I think these are just daily arcs missions, and these are actually like daily orders. So sometimes I turn them in, sometimes I don't. Just, I would keep an eye on it, but it's pretty much free money, and it's what I do every single day. Now, some people take it to the next level. They do this on all of their characters. So what they would do would be logging out of this character, moving on to the next character, and it's money to be made on each character. So we turn in a daily order. We completed a quest. Now, if we look at our daily missions, we've completed everything. So do a full turn in. Goes towards our mission pass, which is dope. And that pretty much completes what we do every single day. Outside of that, really, all you need to do is just go level. Go have a good time, work on whatever you're working on. If it's, you know, if you're level 75 cap on everything and you're farming weapons, you know, go do ultimate quests. If you're working on leveling up, head over to one of the populated blocks. I usually recommend taking a look at like block 2 or 3. 1 usually not really the best. Maybe take a look at block 4 or 5. You can see how there's quite a few people in here. You usually want to go to the blocks that aren't completely full, but like are mostly full, that people can still get into them, and maybe look for AQ farm. See if there's anyone farming AQs for leveling up. And if not, and you're just one of those people that kind of wants to, you know, catch on things when it pops up, maybe head over to your alliance and hang out in your alliance quarters until, oh, what is it? Until an urgent quest pops. Which, dude, I had to look at the time because everyone knows that watches these videos, I'm really, really bad about starting a video when an urgent quest is going to pop. There's one other thing I do, which you really don't have to do. I do personally just because I want to get it out of the way. Franca has these quests. As you probably saw, I can turn in a bunch of these. Franca has these quests for picking up some items. They're usually material items. But the cool thing about these quests is they can actually be completed by your auxiliary. So your auxiliary at the start can only pick up 3 quests. If you take your auxiliary out on quests with you, so if you take them out on missions, I usually brought mine out during or whenever I did my daily missions. So it's whenever you take them out on missions and you complete a mission with them, they end up being able to do more of these. But what I have been doing is just spamming these to help level up my auxiliary. Now, granted, they don't really do much. It's mostly just for fun, honestly. Like, there's probably some sort of meta with sending your auxiliary out to get certain materials for you. That way you don't have to worry about gathering them yourself, so on and so forth. But I've never really personally, even all the time that I played on JP, all of the years, and the time I played on NA, I've never really found my auxiliary support partner, is what I call her, because they're called support partners on JP with the translation. But I've never found that my auxiliary has really been a make or break for me for anything specifically. Now, it may be different with crafting. I don't know. I didn't dive that hardcore into like consistently crafting personally. So I don't believe they really make a difference there, but your mileage may vary. But that's pretty much everything I do on a daily basis, guys. That covers all of it. Daily quests, making a little bit of money on the side, checking the shops, so on and so forth. Yes, my room is very empty and very boring and has waifu posters. Hopefully this helped you guys out. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to toss them in the comments below. Again, I'll be working on another video that's going to go into weeklies and how I find weekly quests, or how I find having multiple characters is really not as troublesome as some people may seem to think it is. It's actually pretty quick to do. That video will most likely be on my JP account just because I have 4 characters prepared for that process. I don't have any prepared on my NA account yet that I feel like dealing with at the moment. So again, you guys have any questions, toss them in the comments. If you want to absolve yourself of a little bit of that ad block guilt, 1/2 is liking the video. It's completely free, super helpful for me. The analytics love it, and subscribing makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside, and makes me super, super happy. A lot of you guys have been following my Twitter, which is kind of cool. I do try to post updates on my Twitter, kind of some background stuff, or just if I'm bored and doing random stuff during the day. You see cool posts and sharing random bits of news and pieces of information. You guys can also at me, and whenever new things pop up, and I do my best to kind of keep up with those sort of things there. And some people have been joining the Discord as well. I'm not super into my Discord all the time, but I do my best to try to check it, hear what you guys have to say, answer. There's a lot of people in there with tons of great information that may be able to answer questions for you. But remember, a lot of them are also PSO2 grizzled veterans who have been through quite a bit. So, you know, sometimes they can be a bit harsh. Just, you know, if you guys are one of those grizzled veterans, try to be a little nicer. Everyone's new and they're super happy to play a game. They haven't been dealing with all of the craziness that we've dealt with for years. But I'm rambling again. I do this a lot. Outros are difficult. I don't want an outro. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the full video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.